In my last video, I said Claw Blade was great. It's no longer the case. Welcome back, Hunters. Sky Sensei here with a quick patch notes video. There were quite a few balance changes with the Murakumo patch, so for those of you that use Claw Blade or the Wagasa Blade, this video is for you. So jumping right in, let's start with the disappointing Claw Blade nerf. Now I'm not gonna lie, the Claw Blade did need a nerf. It was a little bit overpowered, but I think this is a little too much. The Claw Blade now loses energy in your gauge while performing attacks when you are hooked onto the monster. So our main form of damage, which is just aerial attacks and spinning around, that's been nerfed. You can't do that as much now. Additionally, the number of hits required to unleash your ultimate attack was increased by 2 to 3 hits. Now that might not sound like a lot, but in practical use, when the monster is moving around quite a bit and jumping around and you miss a couple hits, it's actually quite harder to get that final ultimate attack. I've actually noticed that I will run out of gauge faster than I actually get that ultimate attack. The final nerf was to the wing blade slash spin slash damage. That's the vertical or the horizontal attacks that you do when you are hooked onto the monster. So not only can you do less of these attacks, they also don't hurt as much now. Now that was just a small nerf. It's not actually like a huge amount, but it's still just kind of like kicking us down, you know? Like, it's now that we can't do a lot of attacks, we need more of the attacks to actually do our ultimate, and they don't do as much damage. So it's kind of a really rough spot. I will say these nerfs are pretty hard hitting because of this. I don't think many of you are going to like this. I did agree that the Claw Blade needed a bit of a nerf, like a little bit. It was overpowered, but I think all of these changes were a little too much. In my opinion, raising the number of hits to reach the ultimate was actually a good change. I think I can agree with that. And nerfing the damage, you know, those two go hand in hand. Let us attack as many times as we could before, but just reduce our damage a little bit and make it so that we need to hit more in order to use that ultimate. That way you still get punished, you know, if you miss a couple hits or if you get hurt, you might still not get your ultimate. Losing the energy gauge though when you attack is the bad change here. This is the worst one, and here's why. I'll show you guys an example. So I'm going to hook on here, and I have to move around because we have to be a little bit more careful with our attacks now, which attacks we do. So I go in on my opening, but I get a break. Now because of that break, I wasn't able to get as many hits off, and now I'm already halfway through my stamina. Even more than that actually after dodging the next attack. So even if I get 2 full attacks in here, I'm nowhere near charged. I've got such a small aura around me, like I'm not gonna be able to get it. I still don't have an aura around me, and we're out, and that's it. So I think either the first 2 nerfs are okay, they're just not good together. Either we lose energy while we attack, or it just takes many more attacks before we can do our ultimate. Together, it's just very painful. It's just not fun anymore. So basically now you have to be really careful when you're attacking. You can't waste any of your winged attacks, otherwise you'll drain your gauge way too quickly and you won't be able to perform your ultimate attack. It does also make it a necessity to run some sort of Claw Blade energy gauge skill. Claw Master, which reduces the energy gauge depletion, is almost vital now, and even then I actually have it on the builds that I was testing and I still lose quite a bit, and sometimes I can't get more than 3 to 4 hits. Another small detail here, just something small that they changed. There were 2 skills that were originally named Claw Master. They have officially changed the second one, which boosted your energy when you hooked onto the monster, to Claw Expert. So Claw Master is the one that reduces the amount of depletion over time. Claw Expert is the skill that gives you a little bit extra energy when you hook onto the monster. Now on the other hand, if you play the Wagasa Blade, you got some nice buffs. Any attack after landing a parry will be executed faster now. The attack power of any attack 1 attack after a parry has been boosted. Your stamina recovers almost instantaneously, and it's much more on a successful parry, which is really insane. And finally, the 20 Tatami spin attack has also increased movement after a parry. So you no longer will miss those attacks just because you parried at a strange angle and you got sent flying back, and now you spin forward and you don't make it. I always hated this about the Wagasa Blade sometimes. At least they made this change. I'm really glad for this change. Now I won't have to worry about missing those attacks and I can get right into my damage. So absolutely amazing changes for the Wagasa Blade. In my opinion, the playstyle does not change with these. It's just great buffs. Executing attacks are much faster now after that parry, and getting that stamina boost will be huge. That'll help you get some damage and then be ready for the next parry. So that's about it, everyone. Just a quick update for you all. I am working on my new Murakumo overview as well, so hopefully I'll have that out by tomorrow. Thank you all for watching. Good luck against the new kimono, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Sky Sensei is out.